You guys pretty set for this game? Been looking forward to it for a while, or what?
Well, after the New Hampshire game, we've been looking forward to it because we take one game at a time. But right after the New Hampshire game, it was Michigan next. It's a big one. I call it a statement game. Coach called New Hampshire game a trap game, but I call it a statement game because we're in the top 20 now, and we don't have a postseason, so people are still looking down on us. But we have a lot to prove. So this is a big statement game, and we want to put it on Michigan.
And how big is it? I mean, you kind of touched on it, but not having the postseason, you get to Michigan. How big are these games for you guys? I mean, does this kind of replace the tournament for you?
It kind of does because Michigan is a good team. They beat them last year. I wasn't here, but this is a big game because Michigan has some great players. They have good offense and good defense. This is going to be a good matchup for us with our bench being so small and just all the things that we have stored in us with no postseason. This is just like another matchup in the tournament.
How do you like how the teams come together? You talk about the bench being small, but you're getting really big contributions from everybody pretty much.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing about part of this team. Everybody's versatile. Everybody wants to win. Nobody's worried about points. I just remember on the bench, Keith had a big game in the first half. First half, he had, I think, 20 points. But we just kept going to him because he was the hot man. So we just try to find ways to win. We're not really worried about our own points, rebounds. We just want to win the game.
Was the Michigan game one that you watched last year and were kind of thinking, like, that's the type of stage I'm going to be at in a year?
Yeah, actually, I wasn't able to watch it online, on TV, but I was looking at it on my phone. But I was just thinking about it's a big game. They won it on the road, but now we'll be playing in Moody, so it'll be even bigger with all the fans and everything like that. But that's the stage that I want to play on, and I'm ready to play tomorrow and just to practice today, get ready for it.
You guys are sharing the ball, a lot more, just like you said, a lot of guys in between. I think it's 6 or 7 of you with 8 points a game. I pay attention to those stats, but what are you guys doing really well? It's allowed you to spread out the scoring and get to the hot guy.
Find the open man. We just want to win. We just want to find the easiest bucket. If somebody has an easier shot, we give it to them. Nobody's selfish on the team. Everybody just wants to see each other do better. We're just all one team. Nobody really wants to be the best player, or nobody worried about points. It's just like you said, you're not worried about it. We're not worried about it either. Whoever comes out with the most points, that's the last thing we're worried about. We're worried about getting better for the next game and just preparing to win every game for the season.
You didn't get to play against Michigan last year, but as you prepare for tomorrow night, how much of the preparation is looking at what they've done in the early part of the season, and how much is looking at last year's film to see what they did against SMU last year?
I'll be paying attention to all of it. First, of what they did to win the game last year on the road. I'm sure they played hard, and that's the number one thing you have to do. You have to play hard. But for tomorrow, I'll just be looking at the film. We'll be looking at the film and looking at the personnel that they have, and just see where we match up at, and just get ready for the intense game that it'll be tomorrow.
Coach Jankovic, talk about him and what he's like as a teacher, and how different is it between him and Larry?
Coach Jank is a great coach. Everything hasn't really changed with him and Coach Brown because when Coach Brown was here, Coach Jankovic was there talking to us just like Coach Brown was. So nothing really has changed. The practices have changed just a little bit, but nothing drastically. We still just play as a team. We just play under Coach Jankovic. There's nothing different.
He laughs and says a lot of times he's like over-exaggerating things to you guys. Can you guys tell when he's?
Oh yeah, we can tell. He just wants to make us better. He's a little sarcastic to us, but that's just to only make us better. He gets on to us just to pump us up so we can have the juice that he wants us to win, just to go out and play hard.
Well, thanks.